Right, Vibes in 5 Ghana's first social media celeb talk show. The name Arnold, man. Elavanyo, you can always call me, bruh, you see me? Big shouts going out to Eddie Dazekins, going out to you, Sat, going out to you, Brown, Legend, Van Nee, Tommy Carl. We're here to make things happen, still having conversations. And please, before we start having the conversation proper, let me just make this one clear so that we'll all be on the same page before we proceed. Whatever information we're going to be churning out from here is for questions, answers, or better still, inquiry purposes. We delve deep into how operations in the spiritual world happen. You know, that's the main reason why we have conversations like this. And so if you feed on this information, whatever you decide to do with it after watching us is entirely your business. It's entirely your responsibility. If you are not willing to take responsibility for your action after watching the conversation, you might respectfully want to bow out now. Because if you stay and you watch, whatever you do using this information, if it goes well, you take responsibility. If it goes bad too, you take full responsibility for it. Vibes in 5 and the host will not be held liable for your decision after watching this interview. So please, before you take action, make sure you've done your own research, make sure you've done your own background check, make sure you've done your own questions and get answers that are convincing to you before you make a move, especially if it has to do with financial transactions. Please make sure you do that and stay woke. My guest goes by the name Sule. We've been here with him, you know, a couple of times, and he still has some more to say. Sule, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You are the bushman.
Yes.
And you agree that you are a bushman.
Yes.
What is that you have on your chest?
That's my wife.
That's your wife?
Yes.
That is your wife?
Yes.
But you said you had 4 wives and they're at home. You visit them
This
once.
one is the bush. Some people, inside the comment, some people comment and ask, are they bush? How can I feel if I feel with wife? And I have spiritual wife. And I want people to know my wife and my family.
So your wife is a hedgehog?
Yes.
That's a hedgehog?
Yes.
And these 2 are your children?
They are my children.
But this is an animal.
Yes, on the spiritual way. On spiritual, I married them.
You married them? You are married to an animal?
Yes. And get a two children on spiritual.
Aish!
That's my wife.
Sorry. But why is the face not showing?
Because you cannot see
Turn
the
it
face.
around and let me see. I cannot see. Why can't I see? Why can't I see her face?
Yes. Unless me on spiritual.
Only you can see her
Yes.
face. So this is a physical wife you have as an animal?
Inside the bush. But
Inside
if I
the
come
bush,
home, I
you have
my
human
wife.
beings.
Yes.
But in the bush, this is your
Yeah,
wife.
this is my wife. And this is our children.
So are you able? How did you give birth?
Well, on spiritual.
You have sex with the animal?
Yes. On spiritual sex.
You have spiritual sex with the animal?
Yes.
Oh. You have spiritual sex with the animal?
Yet.
So are your wives back at home aware that this is what you are doing in the bush?
Now I'm planning or I'm trying to marry, to tell my wife to that issue.
You are now trying to tell your wife?
my wife.
You are now trying to tell your
my wife
that you...
I have some spiritual children or spiritual marriage.
But these are not spiritual stuff. These are physical animals. I can see them. This is the baby hedgehog. This is the second one. They are moving. That is another one you are holding.
You know, you yourself, you know that they bush.
Yes, I know they are in the bush.
So I'm also a bushman. So I have to marry inside the bush thing, animal too.
But so upon all the animals in the bush, is the hedgehog you selected?
Oh, on that spiritual, my spiritual select this one for me.
Your spirit selected this one for you?
Yes.
Your spirit selected this animal for you?
Our language, you call it Yompone.
Yompone?
Yes.
So you are married to Yompone?
Yes.
In the bush?
In the bush.
And you have 2 children with?
I have 2 children.
Oh, but this doesn't sound right. This doesn't sound
because you are not, especially if you are a spiritual man, you know that the way I'm telling is true. But you are not a spiritual man.
Yes, I'm not a spiritual man.
So that's why you are surprised.
So are you able to communicate with the animal?
Yes.
You communicate?
Yes, on spiritual.
And it talks to you like a human being?
Yes, I'll just talk on spiritual. By spiritual, you cannot see spiritual. Yeah, you will be just talking and the gods will do the way you need. So that's the way.
So for how long have you been, married to this animal?
Now it's getting to 4 years.
It's getting to 4 years.
Yes.
So for 4 years you've been molesting this animal.
Yes.
Oh, now Sele.
So it's not me. Nobody can see this same face. My wife's face.
Nobody can see her
No,
face.
no.
Is that why I can't see
Yeah,
the hair?
you cannot
Because
see
turn
her
it
hair.
around. Yeah. I've tried, so the children's faces are showing, but I can't see her face.
It's not your wife, so how can you see her face?
But you can see her face.
Yes, I can see her face. If you are not around, I'll just see the face.
And you've been having sex with this animal?
Yes, on spiritual.
Spiritual?
Yes.
Charlie. Hey. Now, Sele. Hey. So, how do you feel when you come out to say these things? And how does your wives? How do they feel? How do they feel?
Now my wife don't know about this.
But now they will get to know, or they don't watch.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell them. Yes.
And do you think they will agree?
Whether they like or not, they will agree. Yes.
Whether they like it or not, they will agree.
They will agree.
Oh. Oh my God. So what benefit do you get from this?
I have my children.
You have your children?
Yes.
Can you pick one of them? So this is your child?
Yes.
Eddie? Hey, Charlie. Nasele. Hey.
You are surprised, eh?
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah,
like,
spiritual man can do everything. Yeah, spiritual. If it's spiritual there, I can do everything I need.
So these are your children?
Yeah, that's my children. And my wife. On
and
spiritual.
your wife. The other one is trying to enter the
My
house.
room.
Your spiritual wife.
Yes.
Do you have a name for her?
Yes.
What's her name?
Sanatu.
Sadatu, and then
Yes.
the children?
This one is Alhassan. And Sule.
The other one is Sule.
Sule.
And this is Alhassan. The hedgehog is now called Alhassan.
Yes.
Then the hedgehog mother is called
Sanatu.
Sadatu.
Yes.
And then Alhassan.
Alhassan. You're surprised, eh?
And I said, I'm surprised. So, when you come back, like I'm even saying, when you come back as if you are not a human being, when you are thinking as a human being, and you are with your children or your wives at home, and you know in your mind that you have an animal in the bush that you claim to be married to and have 2 children with, how does it sound to you? Does it sound proper? Does it sound like?
And that one,
well?
yes, that one there, they will just stay inside the bush. And if I'm back home, I will deal with my families. And this one will be my spiritual family.
This your spiritual family?
Yes,
in the bush?
In the bush. They are also helping me to do my work.
What do they do?
Yeah, they also have powers.
What powers do they have?
Oh, the power they will be different.
What powers do this helpless hedgehog? And see the baby is turning.
Yes.
Now she's bringing out her head. What powers does it have? Eddie tells me, Eddie, you said this is not porcupine? No, this hedgehog, this is not porcupine. Actually, Nasele. So couldn't the spirit, if you wanted more women, the spirit could give you a human being that will stay with you in the bush?
No. The spirit need a spirit. If I'm example, like I'm also a human being. So if I want to marry on normal, I have to marry on lady, woman. Yes, on human being. But if I did inside the bush on spiritual, I have to marry spiritual need this.
Spiritual need this.
That's why I marry this.
That's why you got
and
married.
I need powers with this thing.
So how often do you sleep with it?
On spiritual way,
yes. How often do you do it spiritually?
Yes, I will just sleep and my spirit will went to that place and do it.
When you sleep,
yes,
your spirit gets out of you
and do it.
To go and do this.
And go and sleep with my wife, that spiritual
your
wife.
Animal wife.
Yes.
This year it's not sounding cool and it's not sitting well at all. Ah! But why, in the name of spirits, why are you people doing a lot of crazy things?
You know that spirit can do everything. Yeah, spirit have to do something, and human being will listen it, and you know that human being will tell that, oh, this one, I think it cannot do, but spirit, because of the spirit, they do
Spirits can do anything.
do anything.
So are you happy with the kind of life you live?
Yes, I'm happy because every time I'm happy. If I dey inside the bush, I'm happy. If I dey home, I'm happy again.
Wherever you are happy.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my God. So what if you tell your wives and they are not in agreement? They don't want to agree to the fact that their husband is married to an animal in the bush. What will you do?
You see, they are joking.
They are playing.
They are playing.
The little one is pushing
Yes.
the mom, and she keeps rolling.
Yes.
And that's how they play.
Yeah, that's why they play.
Oh, but doesn't the spikes hurt you?
No. But I tell you that if I'm just everything, I'm just a normal. So if you yourself, you cannot take my wife.
I cannot take it.
Yes, if you take the thing will
Choke me.
choke you.
Oh, Nasele. Interesting.
I'm just different than people.
You are different.
Yes.
So then stop staying in the bush so that you come and live with us and live like
If
us.
I come back to
And
the
live like
city,
us. Yeah.
the powers I need,
Uh.
I cannot get it.
But
again.
haven't you had enough powers? You've had enough powers and you've used them enough.
I have to solve many problems with people. So I have to stay inside the bush. If my time reach, I'll come to city.
But why? You
and
can't
go
solve
back.
problems if you're in the city.
No. I have to. If you just come to my place, I have to solve it. One. I don't want someone to come to my place and you not get the thing you need. So that's why I do the way my gods need. Yes, because now people just come outside be spoiling the spiritual work. So I mean, I don't want to do mistake. That's why the last time I tell that if you call me, I have to consult the gods before I'll solve your problem.
Before you solve the problem.
Yes.
And these are the same gods giving you animals as wife.
Yes.
Giving you animal wife. And
Yes.
you are proud.
Yes,
so,
I'm just
so you are a proud father of an animal
family. I have it, and I have normal family again.
You have normal family too.
Yes.
And then you have animal family. Ish, this bushman. Your wife is being pushed away. I don't know if it's
They are just
captured.
playing.
Your wife is being pushed away and wow. I see. So what will you do if the gods tell you to marry another animal? So is that how you keep marrying animals in the name of the spirits?
You know that I have many wives. I have 4 wives. Their language is different.
Okay.
So the spirit can let me marry different animal again.
The spirit can let you marry another animal.
Yes. And get different animal family again.
And get another animal family.
Yes.
And you are okay.
Yes, I'm just okay.
Nothing makes you feel like I'm not supposed to be doing this as a human being.
No. I'm just feeling okay.
Charlie, I don't think your wives will be happy to hear this.
No, they will be happy.
And your children, I
Yes.
don't think they will be
happy.
They'll be happy to hear this at all because myself, I don't know. Nasele. So if I'm to come to you in the bush right now, will I come and see these people?
No. Today, not every time you can see it.
See, she wants to suck milk.
Yes.
Hey!
By the way.
Look at what she's doing. Now, Nasele, you know what? Enough. Where you are taking me there, I don't know.
You know, let me tell you something. I just want to set record.
What
Because
record?
the name I'm using, Nasele.
Mm.
Yes, that's somebody's name in our family.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm also using it. That my family, that name, that time they also used it to face wall. Nasele. Yes, and this time I also want to change it and change people's life for them. My grandfather have that record. I also have to change the record.
Okay.
And change people's names, and people will get any problem you have. I will solve it for you.
Okay.
That record I want to set. Now I start it because I never fail anyone. If you come to my place, any problem you have, you will get it. I have to solve it.
You have to solve it.
Yet.
And that is what you are doing now.
That's,
oh, look, she's fully awake.
My wife is going now.
She's fully awake and fully up. I don't know. Can you see it? She's fully awake, and now she's moving away. And this is supposed to be Nasele's wife.
That's my wife.
The other child. This is Sule.
This is Sule.
How do we find you? Yeah, the other day you mentioned the name of the forest where you are.
Ajegba Kura. That the court be Ajegba.
No, I mean the forest where you are.
The
bush. Say you're a bushman. The name of the bush where you are.
My bush name, they have it different because I'm the one go to that bush.
Okay.
And make my room.
Okay.
And be sitting that place. So our logo language you call it Kura.
Kura. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And people will call it different language. You can call it one village.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But if you read Tamale, you have to find your miss and come to my place. Or I'll let my brother to meet you at Tamale.
Okay.
And take you to my place.
Okay.
But you cannot just get car direct to my place.
To your place.
You cannot get
It's
car.
not possible.
Yes. Unless I let my brother to come and take you to my place. Yes.
See, he wants to climb your leg.
Yes. He's playing with his father.
He's playing with his father.
Yes.
But how can you make love to the animal spiritually and have physical children?
No, this one is not. It's spiritual marriage.
Yes, but if you have spiritual sex, the children are also supposed to be spiritual. But these are physical.
Yes, but you yourself, you know that you cannot marry this one.
No,
Listen.
There's no way.
That's why I use that spiritual. The gods like to marry.
The gods like to marry.
Yes, it's not me myself about the spiritual. Yes, and this thing can see something, and man or you cannot see it. So later that thing will explain everything for me on spiritual.
Spiritually.
Yes.
So she's not just your wife; she's also an informant.
Yes.
I said,
yes, and this my baby. If I just send Alhassan to go to town and do something, nobody will know that this thing can
pick information.
Yes. And the last time my woman tell me about that spiritual, my woman tell me about this politics, about MPP politics. They have some politics to do about second president of MPP. Are you clear to me?
I'm listening.
Yeah, they say that they call one man Bawumia, and that one man Alan Cash, and their colleagues. My woman talked to me about they make sure that Alan Cash will win that election.
Okay. Let's even not go deep into politics. But I mean, you've said what you have to say with that. So it was your Hedgehog wife that told
me on that way.
What's your contact?
My contact is 054 134 9555. 054 134 9555. And 024 066 4243. 024 066 4243.
Wow. Thank you very much, Nasele. I mean, you have shocked me with this whole married to an animal, have 2 children with an animal, Sule and Alhassan, and then the wife, and you actually brought them here, and they are all walking about and playing. Media. things are happening. Oh, believe you me, people are doing things. You know, people are really doing things. But we'll end it here.
Okay.
Now, Celeb, we'll end it here. We'll end it here. Big shouts to Eddie Dazekins, big shouts to Sad, big shouts to all the crew members. You have seen yourself, you have also heard from the man himself. But the information is in your hands now. What you do with it is entirely your business. It's your cup of tea, and you will take full responsibility for that. Vibes in 5, the production house, the host will not be held liable for your actions. Should anything go wrong, you are taking full responsibility for that. My name is Arnold. You can always call me Bro